And this brings us to the final portion of the Zimbra demonstration. Um, this is probably the most important part. Uh, Zimbra is what you call an adaptive server. Now, what that means is that when you mark something as junk, that it will actually learn your preferences over time. So, say you're getting a lot of solicitations for TVs or something like that. You can mark those as junk. You only have to mark it like that 3 or 4 times, and that will it will learn your preferences as to what you consider spam and what you don't. Now, everything that's junk will go into your junk folder by default, and I can set it on the server side of things how long it will keep things in there, keep emails in the junk folder. But another feature I want to touch on is filters. This is nice considering everybody gets a whole mess of spam these days. If you wanted to, say this were a spam message, you can right click on it and go to new filter. Now what this is basically you give it a reference name. We'll call it gibberish, considering there's nothing but gibberish in the body. And you can create all sorts of different rules for this. As you can see, if the from field contains testing at Bear Consult and the subject matter matches exactly, this will test the share. You can also set it to contains or does not contain, matches wildcard condition, so on and so forth. So it has to meet all of these rules in order for the second section. Here's the second section. So this is what it's saying it's going to do. If all of the following conditions are met, or any, all is checked by default. If the from field contains testing at Bear Consult and the subject matches exactly, this will test the share, then it'll kick down to this. You can have an option to keep an inbox, you can discard it, you can file into folder, you can tag with, you can mark, or you can forward to address. For example, if you wanted to and you're getting a lot of spam, you could forward it to I could give you the address of a specific email address that we have for spam training account on Zimbra. So while Zimbra also learns your preferences, it also catches all the spam, throws it in one account, and learns it from there as well. That's more of the obvious things. You can also set up different rules for that as well. However, if you selected any, basically it's from field contains testing at Bear Consult or subject matches exactly, this will test the share, then it will kick back down to the second section. Now, one disclaimer I want to throw out there, because I've run into this once now, is that this somebody set up a filter and they actually set this to does not match exactly, and then they had this set to discard, and then they were wondering why they weren't getting any emails. Well, I logged in and it took me a little bit, but I had to think outside the box, and I went to look at their filters, and it was set up almost exactly like this. So basically, anything that came in that didn't have this in the subject line and it wasn't from this person got discarded. So their email was unrecoverable because the server, by the user's direction, said, you know what, we don't want it, kick it back out, and it just automatically deleted it. So that's the end of the Zimbra tutorial. I hope you like the product. Once again, it's a Yahoo product. Back in September 2007, Yahoo determined that it was worth $350 million. It was actually completely funded by advertising previous to that. And they've got a new Zimbra coming out sometime by the end of 2009, Zimbra 6. It's got a lot of nice new features, and it's a lot more powerful. And I know that we here at Bear Consult are looking forward to getting that on the server and upgrading to that, and that's going to be a very exciting new experience for Zimbra 6, because it doesn't look, well, I mean, it looks similar to this, but it's got a lot more nice features, and it's so much faster. It's unbelievable how fast it is. So that concludes the Zimbra server, and I hope you enjoyed watching it, and feel free to give us an email at info@bearconsult.com if you have any questions, concerns, or possibly wanted to go ahead and sign up and get Zimbra for your business. Thanks, and have a great night.